What is up, gamer Jeffro fam? What is up, gamer Jeffro fam? Oh, what is up, gamer Jeffro fam? Welcome to the gamer Jeffro stream. What is everybody? How's everybody doing this fine evening? Let's join Eli really quick. Yo, Eli. Oh hey, what's up, dude? I didn't I didn't know what you were doing. Normally you don't join on Tuesday. Oh, okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to finish up Outer Worlds too, so that's what I'm playing tonight. Yeah, buddy. What are you playing? Nice. Okay. Let me make sure.
When the lab coats say these rifts could destroy the entire galaxy, that doesn't include the main menu, right? Geography ain't my suit.
Nothing. I didn't have it over the right way. Okay. Oh, crap. Everything else good though? Alright, cool. Yep, for sure.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity, but no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift off tossball news from the home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable
It's the
program
burning
than the
sensation on
Protector's
everyone's
watered
tongue
down
and
rip-off
upper
pitch
GI
ball, they
tract.
call it.
Exclusively at the bottom
Started
runner.
on their
We've
arbitrary
got the
rule
toxin.
changes.
It is toxic.
Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than
Any
6
moment now.
critical
Approaching
blood
station.
dramas in last
Value
week's
added
contest
as
between
well.
the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum brand bandits. I pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protector's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week, even with half our team.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice. Better You is just 3 pills and an ointment away. choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Phasers Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Phasers Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want
Nice. Here we go. Going to save the day. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of games on my list. I'm looking forward to Crimson Desert, 007. Pretty hyped for pretty much everything almost. I haven't had a 007 game for a long time. Calling my guy. Yeah. Oh man, are you flipping kidding me? Buff the stuff. Try to see if we can pass these dudes. Looks like we passed them pretty good, my guys. Oh, hold on, let me see. What's this? Oh, you know what?
Emergency protocol services.
Crap.
I'm Orland Crawford, the outsourced but never outmatched wartime correspondent for the ACS Undisputed Claim. You must be the grafted soldier, here to show us all what you can do.
The name's Inez, and yes, Willard Conan sent me to help you with some sort of... I don't know what, exactly.
Now, let's not skip on introductions. Who is this you have with you? Oh, I see.
Huh. I appreciate the commander for saying so. I've been traveling with them for some time, following my dismissal from the forces.
Never seen a grafted trooper in action before, but I'm looking forward to watching you work. Your mission, trooper, is to capture the Protectorate blockade to the north. Their defenses are too great to face head-on, so you'll want to sneak in through the back entrance. We've obtained the entry codes through great effort.
My camera drones will be filming the action from above, so do put on a good show. Blow up a few things, and use Inessa's abilities to demonstrate the might of Auntie's choice. Yes?
They've detained several of our scouts. I'd like to see them returned. If you deliver this weapons cache to them and free them, they might offer some aid in the fight.
This is quite the opportunity. Normally, a POW might be written off as shrinkage, an unfortunate, unavoidable loss. But their rescue will be worth far more in publicity.
So what? If I hadn't come along, you all would have left those troopers to rot.
Our motto is to leave no man behind, unless it breaches our contract and promises financial penalties, which this does. Now, take these codes for the back door and go.
Once you infiltrate the blockade, neutralize our foes, and open the gates, our remaining troops will move in to secure the blockade for ourselves. Any questions? The drilling crew near the chemical plant is working to punch a path through the mountains. You could use such a path, but for some reason, their job is taking longer than expected.
Or you could go through the automech production facility north of here. But that's where the scout who brought us the codes lost his life. So proceed with caution and a loaded gun.
Though I trust you may fare better than that poor sod did, I do look forward to seeing you take the fight to the Protectorate. It's about time Auntie gave him a good walloping. Ooh, and spare some time for me after you emerge victorious, won't you? What am I saying? Of course you will. Who wouldn't want to be interviewed for the wireless? Go on now.
Ready to
Nice.
administering.
Yeah.
That's somebody disruptive influences!
Your battlefield. Invasive element.
I didn't get that gun. Are you serious? That would have been a cool gun to get. Yeah, I don't know.
Replenishing my.
Those guys are too far away. Nope.
What? Disturbance detected.
Here we are, about to kick the proverbial mantisaur nest. Hope you're ready for your close-up.
Interesting.
Of course they got a bunker mode. We need to...
Yeah.
We are duty bound to stop.
Oh my gosh, stupid idiot.
Back in business.
Ammunition depleted.
Grenade?
Another ass kicking for the history books. Let's open the gate for that reporter and the troops.
Reckless leadership.
Before these bodies get cold.
Over here! Let's have... Well, the blockade is certainly ours now, but that was hardly more impressive than any other raid in this law-forsaken colony. I'm afraid my drones didn't get what we needed them to.
That hasn't stopped you lot from spinning a story before. You said something about an interview earlier. Well, I'll answer your questions. You'll make me look good in return?
It's audio only, Trooper. And you're working with a true professional now. Let me work, huh? Relax. Be authentically you, though you'd be wise to throw in a tagline or two. Ready?
Well,
Great! Recording's already begun. I'm here, live at the scene with the fearsome grafted soldier Inez. It's a shame you cannot see this, dear listener, for it is impressive indeed. Inez, your destruction of those dastardly protectorate troops was awe-inspiring. You must feel like the employee of the month, having brought such a decisive victory to Auntie's choice.
I'm just, doing my part. I joined up because I believed in our mission, to liberate Arcadia. Reckon my actions illustrate that more than anything I could ever say. Hey, I ain't insinuating this was a one-woman show. Any victory in battle is a team effort. The commander here knows that better than anyone.
Are you trying to sabotage this interview? Inez is the subject, the hero, not whatever you are. Though I suppose it may speak to her diplomacy skills to put up with such an ego. Dear audience, the voice you just heard is that of the soldier's close associate, an eyewitness to the battle and the marvelous carnage littering the land. You also paved the way for us to free some of our troopers from the Protectorate's fiendish grasp. One can only imagine the torture they suffered.
Look, I did what anyone with an ounce of sense would do. Ain't gonna leave one of my own in such a state. And if I had it my way, I would have acted sooner. Yeah, that's exactly right. I plan on doing everything in my power to bring a swift end to this war, and keep as many civvies out of harm's way as possible.
A heartwarming sentiment, but not too swift an end to the war, I hope. It's good for business, as we all know. In any case, those soldiers can finally return to their postings again. Now, I have a question about your abilities, Inez. What sets a trooper like you apart from the rest?
These graphs make me stronger. Good in a bind. I know I'm a bit of a curiosity. Ain't too many of us left. But there is so much good we can do with grafting, if we try. I got a plan, see? To start the grafting program up again. The research is promising, and with the right backing, it could be a product that can better the lives of everyone.
A fascinating idea. I think we'd all sleep soundly if we knew more of you were running amok on our behalf. Before we wrap, have you anything else of note to tell our undoubtedly enraptured audience?
Oh, I got one. Ain't just a tested and true product that'll put you over the top. A graft like mine might also get you into orbit.
Ah, I see. A bit of cheeky product placement for zero-G whiskey. Very well done, you. And that's a wrap. You can go back to slouching or sneering or whatever else it is you do. Astonishingly well. Rest assured, our listeners will be glued to their radios for all the lurid details, and to hear more of my award-deserving reporting, naturally.
Well, that's a damn sight better than I was anticipating. Willard will have to make good on our deal now. Let's head back and speak with him.
You do that, and I will remain here, burdened by the drudgery of war. Farewell.
Political satire in this, so like it's tough to say it's not like Star Trek, even though I'm not, Star Trek's not really political satire, but it can be at some points, I guess. But um, this, yeah, it's more political commentary than satire. This is more political satire, um, but it's more like comical. But then you also have like serious. You have seriousness as well, but they kind of like put jokes and stuff in there. But yeah, it is kind of more trying to, but it is like Starfield. I mean, you would probably like it if you like Starfield. It's not as long as Starfield though, so it's not as like the replayability is not as vast as Starfield is. It's just more like it's like I think a 20-hour game and it's done. So it's not as replayable as Starfield is. So. Which Starfield's coming to PlayStation. I told Nike, I mean, it's basically Fallout in space. So, I think he would like it, but. Which this is the same as Fallout in space. Yeah, they're going to do a major update. I'm thinking about checking it out. I think they're going to, like, add, because of the PS5. I think because I think they're going to be adding some new stuff to it. I think they're actually adding some new missions and stuff. I have to look into the update, but when it releases on PS5 this year, I think they're adding some more. I think it's gonna be like in August, around that time. Might be sooner, but I'm not sure. Nice, that's a good one. Hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, whoops. Crafting, armor mods. Now, Auntie's choice.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebellion with artificial means. At Auntie's choice, we strive to be 110% totally enjoy an artificially enhanced system through the conspicuous consumption Attention, any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly global with my latest demotion report. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed, unimportant position within experimental.
Series for client intake special. You want freedom of choice? You want Annie's choice.
Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary insight acquisition, demoted for playing confidential logs. Not what I mean when I encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic document index manager.
Okay, off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Rough.
Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's
Yeah, I mean, I would say, it's hard to compare Starfield and the Outer Worlds to, like, the best thing to explain it to is, like, I guess a little bit of Star Wars, a little bit of Star Trek, I guess, kinda. Maybe a little bit more of, like, Firefly. I think maybe this is a little bit more Firefly-ish because you got, like, a team. I would say Starfield is kind of the same way, I guess. Like, it's a little bit more Firefly-ish, I guess. Wouldn't you say? I mean, I guess that's a little bit more relatable, I guess.
After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Yeah, you told me that. You told me that the whole cast might be coming back. Except for the ones that can, of
The story
course.
of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of
Yeah,
legend.
and he passed away.
Handed down for a modest
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Oh.
Experience the most
That was a good movie. Oh, the actor's still alive. Okay. Yeah, when you said killed off. But no, yeah, that's right. In the movie, yeah. I haven't seen the movie in years. It's been a long time. It's a good movie though. It's been a very long time though since I've seen it. When is the new Firefly stuff coming out? Have they announced it yet or no? Yeah, you told me that one, yeah. Where he's getting all the crew.
Ah, so the conquering heroes have returned from the blockade. But perhaps heroes is too strong a term, considering the proof of your heroics is sorely lacking. The footage showing the taking of the blockade is near unusable. Oh, where are my manners? Commander, Inez, meet our new benefactor. This is the business partner I spoke to you about, and she has graciously agreed to fund our new venture.
Yes, we've met. Now, let's not get overly ahead of ourselves. Putting on a show is 40% of the battle. The remaining 60% is messaging.
Well, I'd say these two certainly made our correspondence job easier. Only Auntie herself could have done a finer job at providing sound bites.
Let's try not to exaggerate. It was a fine showing. Now, with her as the face of the brand, we might really have something.
Look, I know I ain't exactly the profile of a business partner, but I know medicine, and I know the potential of grafts more than anyone. You'll not find my experience anywhere.
Perhaps so, but unfortunately I can't be expected to simply take your word for it. You know how it is. Low-level workers have a certain flair for lying and grifting, whilst concurrently exaggerating all accomplishments and ills.
But we can trust your word as her current supervisor. What sort of performance review might you give this associate?
Great, thanks. I always knew I could count on you for a glowing recommendation.
Must say, I'm not much impressed with your attitude. You realize how an appraisal process works, right? Attitude is only part of the evaluation, but still.
So we have a deal then? I admit that the raid and the interview may not have gone as swimmingly as I would have liked, but there is something there.
Suppose I can make good on the funding after all. We'll see in time where this arrangement leaves us. In any case, good day.
So that's it. We're clear to restart the grafting program. And you'll abide by my demands. No more senseless killing. No more hurting folk.
Of course not. Unless said folk agree to it. Yes, we are at an agreement. Consider this a bonus for your efforts. When the time is right, I will reach out to you for further planning. You have been instrumental, soldier. Inez, well done indeed.
I'll settle for a moment of rest, Commander. Thanks.
Even if said parasite absorbs empty choice of
very slow.
Have time for a chat, Commander? Willard, Vice President Conan, sent me a message just now about how the investment meeting went. Seems he showed off the footage from the blockade, interview and all, and they all agreed to fund the grafting program and start it up again in earnest. I think we actually pulled this off, Commander. They even thought to bring me into middle management for the program. Can you believe it? After you and I finish what we set out to do for Arcadia, of course. I'd say closing these rifts take priority over a career change. I'm realizing now that I never really imagined something like this was possible after ending my contract like that. Never thought I'd be at the forefront of a military campaign. Never thought I'd be able to change much about Auntie's choice, let alone that I'd want to. But here I am. Reckon you could say I proved myself after all. Thank you, Commander, for everything. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.
You know, I reckon half the corpses in here end up in the red box. Yes?
My guys. Okay.
Detecting
That's
unusually
right, folks.
elevated
Keep it
levels
chanting
of
going.
disgruntlement.
I can see
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you
can't
can't charge us for stimulates!
Go consume. Like a
No rest and no downtime! We shouldn't pick!
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? That spiteful little cur. She's up in her office imagining new ways to make us miserable. But you're gonna need to find a different way in. She's locked the doors to keep us out. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor.
Others get the exact same pay! With only
So,
work
you're sent by the
for
hard
days!
huh? Wish I was back on the claim right now. Being on this scarce moon has gotten all kinds
No
of
more
people.
bottles on factory floors!
So, you're sent by the
unlocked bathroom
I wish I was back on the claim right now. Being on this scarce moon has gotten all
Okay.
kinds want to make demands?
Figure out how to get in here.
This ain't like any negotiation I ever been a part of. Not that I've been part of many.
Machines have been off for a week. Can't believe. Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells, have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work, and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Angie's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work.
Yo, Terminator, what's up?
My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy?
Yep, everything good, Terminator?
Right. Dunce? Dummer. Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons.
You okay, Terminator? Nice. Why you typing like this? This is a normal Terminator.
I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were.
Nice. Well, that's good.
They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me. Which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
Yeah. Heads up! Make some space!
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
That's right, folks!
The exact same pay, but only work 12 hours a day!
We're definitely making her miserable!
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Nice. Terminator. Well, that's good. Yeah, I didn't do mine.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
No more peeing in bottles
If you
and
won't let us
cans.
sleep or eat, you can't charge us for stimulates! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is, poor, labor retention techniques? What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that.
They work 20-hour shifts, which requires stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
It has been incredibly difficult. And very, very messy. And finally, we realized we'd had enough. Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
Nice, Terminator. Well, that's good. Nice. Yeah, I'll try it out. It's called Superfood Greens. Check it out. Yeah, I need something to make shakes.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. A lunch break, you say? I suppose that might be a compromise I could make. It would still be a black eye on my sterling reputation, but at least it would get them back to work. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want?
Nice, Terminator.
They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge?
That's funny.
What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Oh my. You're probably right. It's been so long since I've shared a facility, I've forgotten how unpleasant it can be. I trust your insight, and will leave it unlocked from now on. What more do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. And more work means more profit. More than enough to cover the cost of the stims. I see your angle now, and it certainly is a shrewd one. You are Auntie's material for sure. Done. Is there more they ask? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Nice, Terminator. I'll definitely check it out, man. Oh, sure. Glad I gave you that boost of energy.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. A most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? I suppose it's better than nothing. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all.
Yeah, I was starting to have the same thought.
It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger.
What's that guy
Now,
just like?
if you'll excuse us, we're gonna
Gray
get back
just
to work.
like said some weird stuff and then
On ending the strike, Commander.
I can't pay for my hair plans now.
May now continue
What?
their work until death or retirement occur first.
That's funny.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
Yo, catty, yo, what's up, my guy? Yep, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered tomorrow at 9:30, Wednesday and Thursday. This will probably be Saturday, and we'll be finishing it up. And then on to Claire Obscure Expedition 33, finishing that up next week, and then should be able to start the new games. No lies.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake. Artificial.
No lies, my gang. It's on the schedule tomorrow. We got the MK Legacy Collection tomorrow for members only, and then we got Horizon tomorrow, and then we got It Takes Two.
Auntie's choice.
Our games tomorrow. Friday night's gonna be later though. I got a concert Friday, so.
Fearless leader known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rib cut off toss volumes from home. But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations.
What are these dudes?
Stack the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau City. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice deviant shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored Tossball team, the Anti-Cleo's darlings refuse to do the
Joke's gonna die, dude, and I'm gonna laugh. Your joke is gonna die. And it's gonna be amazing, dude. It's going to be amazing, dog. When your joke dies, dude. Yeah. Alright, where are these guys? These guys are costing me time. Come on, man. Oh, it's nighttime right now. They're probably okay. We'll wait 10 hours.
Auntie here to brighten your work
What?
day with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time.
Where are these dudes?
Product development, the forced loaf and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product
Yeah, well,
sales of new
it dies, dude.
Welcome to Head Office Tower. Again.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest. And as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. We were making progress, bumpy though it was.
Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry.
While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan, and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk.
Respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers.
To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations.
Society, we allow you to take part in public product testing.
You're confident, of fine quality, at certain occupational tiers. But mind that you're not overconfident. Auntie hates grandstanding. Obviously, you will need help to smooth over any points of contention during the negotiation, which will require some verbal finesse, but worry about that step upon reaching it. Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations. Certainly. Oh, answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether.
At Auntie's choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited. To the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's choice, we strive to be one.
Well, Cat, your joke dies tomorrow. Get this. I did all that. Did everything. Now I just gotta talk to anti-choice VPs. Anti-choice VPs. Then we have to do the main, but we're working on the faction right now. Tasks I'm not too worried about. This is just like repair this, repair that. I'm not doing that. Collectibles, I'm not doing that. Mentioned. Yeah, I'm not worried about those. I only botched 2 things. Yeah, I got like 2 more missions, but 2 more main missions, but I'm doing the factions quest, trying to get the best ending because this has different endings. So I just want to make sure I get the best ending. Quest log.
Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable.
I just don't know where these guys are.
With Auntie's choice.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now.
Always remember,
Station.
commercialism
Value
is the
added
foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume.
With Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional
Live life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice.
spectating a rousing match as much as all of you toss
Wait, what the heck?
Arcadia Grown League.
That took me away from it.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a
Oh,
ballad
whoops.
for our ages. A thing of legend
Crap,
to be
I have to go to
handed
that
down for a
one.
modest fee to each successive generation.
I don't know what's going on with
Spacer's
those
choice
guys.
swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the
Gotta
day
go meet
against
with
the little
Ruth
person,
first.
as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused.
Nothing. I'm just kind of talking to myself out loud.
With Auntie's choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match. All of you face lunch.
Okay, let's talk to Ruth.
But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate.
Oh, this is putting me in my ship. Well.
And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes.
Yeah, we'll probably finish this Saturday, Cadia. Probably play this after the GTA stream we do. Got some good missions, said it first, my game. Yeah, I think I did. I think I've flown it before. I think I did it in a quest. I forget if we did this one or not. As you're stating. Probably not that one. I think I've flown the jet stuff before.
Agent, over here.
No admittance without the Artificer Laureate's permission. Please come back later.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. The Order has myriad matters of extreme significance to attend to. Their priority is decided by the presiding bishop. She's the most important individual in Arcadia, after all. Not if I cannot gauge for certain if you can be trusted. I cannot allow just anyone to wander into Ruth's quarters. But there is something you could do to prove yourself worthy. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there.
Hey, sounds good.
I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Son of a biscuits, Triscuits. Crap, where's this? Oh, I guess I already dealt with the cultist. I must have ran through them. You ever done that before? Completed a mission before you, even you even got the mission. That just that's what I'm saying. I just literally just did that. I guess I just defeated the cultist already.
I always find I work best when undistracted. One could say I find the cultist at Newton quite the interruption to my focus. Now, how might we be of use to one another? I shall allow myself a moment of relief. Moment passed. I'd hoped killing the cultists was its own reward. But you may also take this. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet directly. Can I count on you? One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it. I hope your zeal is properly placed. The Protectorate soldiers guarding the crash site are unlikely to let you close, unless something else is made to arrest their attention. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Some of our scholars find answers to their solutions at the CAF integration point. Perhaps you might do the same. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the odds prevail against your bloody demise.
Yeah. Nice. Well, that's good.
Caffeine is proven to lead to many positive health and research outcomes.
Shame Archivist Tam left the garden before completing his project. I wonder if he left any of his notes behind in his lab. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Of 1 to 100, how pleased are you with the garden in its current state? Please, try to capture your satisfaction to the nearest...
Hello, layperson.
Well, I'll be right back anyway. I gotta go to the restroom really quick. Just trying. Okay. Find this person.
Yeah. Always nice to see a regular. Anyway, what can I do for you? Kind of you to say, but I merely prioritize salience over eloquence. Too many in the Order forget how to be people while they're pursuing godhood. More than happy to oblige.
Yo, Dominator.
Laplace's garden is a glimpse into Arcadia's future, should the Order achieve victory in this conflict. Such an outcome, however, remains to be determined. Consider the garden a proof of concept. Here we have an ideal society where everyone contributes to the plan without any threat of distraction. In theory. Not at all. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have complete faith in the plan, would I? You know, I'm actually nearing the end of my shift. If you're amenable to continuing our chat somewhere more private, I think we could both benefit. Right this way.
What? What just happened?
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Dear me. I hope you weren't expecting some illicit tryst. You wicked thing. On the contrary, I need your help proving a certain theory of mine. I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden. The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply. Moderate your volume, please! No one here is in any immediate peril. Probably. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance. I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested? Nothing nefarious, if that's the needle in your conscience. We only mean to study the drug and consider all of its many applications. I know that must read as terribly vague to you, but I'm not at liberty to provide more detail than that. All you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug. I believe they call it perspective. This passcode will give you access to the main terminal. Watch the guards patrol before making your way into the facility. If worst comes to worst, I wager Laureate Beckett also has a keycard on him, but that might be tricky to lift. Lately, he's been sitting near the fountains, performing his silly little breathing exercises. If he's not there, then he's likely in conference with the presiding bishop. Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood? One more thing before you leave. Outside of work, I have, let's call it an alternative inventory. You'll have to pay, of course, but I'm sure I have something that'll make your job a little easier. And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
Yeah, nothing I'm interested in, lady. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, whoa. 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 Whoa, maybe. Oh. Well, let me sell some of this stuff. Then I might be interested. Let's sell some of this. Sell some of these outfits.
You're back. Any luck with the sample? And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
Ooh. That one I might actually be interested in. Let me see here. Well, that's 118. Jeez. Holy crap.
You're back. Any luck with the sample? And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
No way. Oh well.
You're back. Any luck with the sample? I'm charmed my name was among the first to populate your thoughts when attempting to work this problem. I have some Protectorate contacts, and I might be willing to lean my elbow on the scales in your favor, but not until after I've acquired my sample. The flip, dude.
If you need to discharge any sputum, I ask you kindly aim such accretions away from my general direction. Thank you. Oh, just passing time by calculating
He was
high
breathing in and
probability
out.
diametrics within an error margin of 0.05.
Yo, Frosters.
I'm waiting for the results of a rather exciting prediction, you see. Sometime last year, I predetermined an occasion of momentous import would happen today, right here, at these very coordinates. Indeed you are. All figures have value in the
much, my
universal
gay.
equation, although, upon immediate reflection, I don't think that's what you meant. Leslie Beckett, Oracle Laureate, Seer Supreme, leader of the Department of Predictive Analysis, and not terribly good at informal introductions, evidently. Forgive me if I don't shake hands. I prefer to keep my skin microbiome free of exogenetic cells. You understand. But now, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the agent we've been expecting. I knew loitering at this location would yield results. I, don't suppose you've stumbled upon any of our excogitation chapels around Cloister by chance? Excogitation chapels are order residencies where one can meditate in solitude on specific
I have my headphones on, right?
relating to the plan. They're scattered all around Cloister. Prior to the war, such focused study led to all manner of breakthroughs, with audio logs routinely kept by the scientician in residence. In these unprecedented times, such logs could harbor hidden wisdom. However, with the war on, I've sadly been unable to get my hands on the last of these recordings. All confidential, I'm afraid. Many are still under peer review, but I can assure you, their value is commensurate with, why, the discovery of gravity, or has the potential to be. How unexpected. Almost as if there's a universal plan at work in the universe. Please return when you've found all four. I will be here. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. How do you know about that? I mean, that is quite the allegation. I deny it effusively. As you have cleverly sussed out, Laplace's garden is the subject of an experiment into social conditioning, or curating, if you will, through the use of therapeutic pharmacology. We have been administering a pharmaceutical to the population of the garden via the water supply that aids in emotional regulation. We call it perspective. It's odorless, harmless. Well, apart from the withdrawal, but I can assure you we have our best minds working on that little issue. Minor complication at worst.
Let me get this straight. You're here experimenting on folk freely, all the while calling us at Auntie's Choice barbarians for doing the same damn thing?
I beg your pardon, young miss, but it's hardly the same. This study was completely voluntary. The participants all gave their consent.
Yeah, I bet they did. Did you withhold research funding unless they signed up? Or did you feed them a story, like their participation is critical to some new advancements?
This experiment has the potential to improve Arcadian society 100-fold. Imagine the benefits of a self-sustaining city where all are content and serving the plan.
Did you take a huff of that drug while I wasn't looking? Ain't nothing good that'll come from dulling the public's senses.
I'm pleased you agree. Though, to be clear, it wouldn't have mattered much if you felt differently. Don't we all? Welcome back, Agent. I trust Laplace's garden is treating you well. In what manner can I assist you? Impossible, I'm afraid. The Protectorate is rather well entrenched at present, and nothing short of an all-out siege is likely to dislodge them. If you're determined, I recommend consulting with the presiding bishop on the matter. She can tell you more.
How the heck?
At this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond it.
Oh, what just happened? Ah, crap. I have to do this Saturday, you know.
The Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning is currently...
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion Web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of use to one another? I scarcely take time to engage in idle conversation, but perhaps this will be illuminating in some fashion. I generally prefer to keep discussions relevant.
I want to throw her under, but... think I gotta go under. I think I gotta go under this thingy. Yeah, I think it's down here. Get the sample, I think. Yeah, I'm about to get off too. Hey man, night. Call me tomorrow. No. Hi, brother. No. Fluctuation system. That's what I gotta go to get access to that. Oh. I thought I had the key. Where is this thing? Hold on. I'm about to get off. I did that. Oh. Oh. Well, that helps.
What is with the anomalous behavior? The plan is always in motion, so move along.
Oh!
Prepare for combat.
Did not mean to do that. Wrong button.
I won't think twice about applying the precise amount of force.
Hey. There's no way in there. Well, I gotta go. I can't do that mission because I didn't steal things. So, well, yeah, guys. Well, that's it for me and tonight on the Gamer Jeffro stream. My guys. Thank you guys so much for joining the Gamer Jeffro stream, The Outer Worlds 2. My guys, yeah, I can't do that mission. So, I have to kill the person and then it's going to do some stuff. So, I have to betray the individual. Well, we'll take another route and see what happens. But, my guys, well, thank you guys so much for joining the Gamer Jeffro stream. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Till then, Gamer Jeffro is out. Till next time, see ya and God bless. Yeah. Have a good night, guys. See you, Terminator. See you, Cat. See you, Frosters. Night.